Hello and welcome. This is Judge Charisma. I hope that you are having a nice day so far. Whatever time it is, I hope all is really well with you. I am happy that I have this opportunity to make contact with you through this platform. And we have been on an interesting journey. And today, still in the line of the things we need to do to be able to properly execute the agenda of God for our lives, our assignment, we would be looking at the subject time. We want to look at time, the four-lettered word time. Oh, what a mystery time is. I'm sure you've heard people say, oh, how time flies. And yes, this is 2024. I do not know at what time of the year, of the day, you would be getting this particular feed. But I know one thing about time. Time does not really fly, It's when you drop your feet that you think that time flies. So time is a major requirement for the fulfillment of purpose. In fact, time is the workspace of purpose. And now, in order for you to be able to fulfill your purpose and to navigate and circumvent the challenges that are found on the purpose lane, one thing you must do and do very well is to excel in the art of time management. When we talk about managing time, what we are trying to suggest is that it is limited in supply. We mostly manage things that are limited in supply. If we agree that time is limited in supply and that there is urgent need for a good manager, we are also trying to say that if you do not manage your time, as it were, a lot of things that are not necessary will crowd out the voice of urgency and emergency, and you will end up measuring on minus. You don't want to go there. So what does it mean to manage your time? The first thing you should know is that time management is really life management, and time management is really self-management. I'd like to take you to Ecclesiastes chapter 3 from verse 1. The Bible says, there is a time for everything and a season for every activity under the heavens, a time to be born and a time to die, a time to plant and a time to uproot, and the list goes on and on and on. What we understand from this text I have just read, Ecclesiastes chapter 3 from verse 1 all the way to the end, what we understand from this text is that time was not designed to be a couch on which you relax. Time was not designed to be a luxury, something that is in excess supply with which you can do whatever you want to do. No, time was designed to be a servant of purpose. So you are not using your time the way you should if you are not employing it in the pursuit and service of your purpose. Time was designed to serve purpose. That is the first thing that we recognize here. The second thing is that time is supposed to be apportioned in relation to priorities. You have to apportion time for different things. Every time is not the time for just anything. So you have to identify the things that truly matter, and the things that do not matter are not supposed to take the place of the things that really matter, or the things that do matter. So what do you need to do to manage your time well, so you live out your days on earth in a way that is God glorifying and brings true fulfillment to you as a person? The first one, which we have already dealt with, identify your purpose. Once you know your reason for living, you will also know how to employ your scarce or limited resources, and time is the number one of those resources. The second thing that is very important is you need to have a sense of priorities. Everything cannot be a priority. When everything is a priority, then nothing is a priority. Identify the various things you need to pay attention to and organize those items in descending or ascending order of importance, so that the most important is at the top of the list and then it drops as you go down. The third thing you need to do to be able to manage your time as you should as a person is, as much as possible, embrace excellence as your code of conduct. I personally believe that Excellence is a time saver. You need to do it well so you don't have to do it again. Excellence to me is a time saver. So whatever your hands find to do it excellently, and you will not have to do it again and again and again and again. So excellence is one of those things we have to embrace if you are going to manage your time well. The last thing and the most important thing is that you need to learn to plan. Planning is very important. If you function without a plan, you will be too flexible, and those who are too flexible will become shapeless in the end, because when you are too flexible, it means you fit into every space. You should have a plan for your day. You should have a plan for your week. You should have a plan for your month. You should have a plan for every season. You should have a plan for the year. This helps you to avoid the unnecessary wastage of resources. Planning is the best way to avoid the unnecessary wastage of resources. You have to plan your meetings. You have to plan your visits. You have to plan the long phone calls you want to make. You have to even plan your social media outings. Every day should begin with a plan, and every meeting should begin with an agenda, and every conversation should start with a purpose. Planning helps you to organize yourself so you don't waste the limited or scarce resources that have been made available to you. It is my desire that as you have listened and as you have followed with today's feed, you will be able to take some time and reflect over how you have been using the time that is available to you, knowing that time is not renewable energy. When you use it, you lose it. If you fail to use it well, you still lose it all the same. So my prayer for you today is that you will reflect on how you use time, and you will make a decision today to be a good manager of time for the greater good of the purpose that you were born to pursue. It has been George Charisma, and I'm inviting you, if you are still to do that, to subscribe to this channel, and of course to click on the notification icon and to drop your comments in the comment section. And why not recommend this video to friends and family members and loved ones, and even your enemies if you have enemies. Thank you for coming around. Thank you for stopping by, and God bless you.